Today, we're going to talk about this 1984 breakdancing book. Today on the turntable, we have the Breakdancing book by Avon that was released in 1984. And for those of you who don't know what Avon is like the OG pyramid scheme business that started probably in like the 50s or 60s, sometime a really long time ago. Not sure if they're still alive and prospering today, but you could pretty much buy anything from Avon. They had like little pamphlets, and you could buy yourself cologne or clothing. I'm gonna quote my homie Kahuna. He actually used to buy his girl perfume from Avon. And if you're into like vintage stuff, like if you go to thrift stores, you'll see these like little perfume or cologne bottles that are shaped like cars or carriages or pumpkins or some weird shit like that. The vintage ones, and those are usually Avon bottles. They released a breakdancing book, which I find incredibly weird because this came out in 1984, so like hip hop was still pretty fresh and new to the mainstream. The book is called Breakdancing. Mr. Fresh and the Supreme Rockers show you how to do it. So this was an eBay buy, and I was skimming through eBay late night and I found it. And I was just like, all right, I'll check it out. So the book gives you history of breakdancing. And it says here that in 1969, Bambaataa saw breakdancing. Now, breakdancing as officially being called breakdancing in 1969, that's the first time I've ever heard of breakdancing being that old. But then again, I wasn't around, so I don't know. I always thought breakdancing came up around between 74 and like the mid to like late 70s. In this book, Bambaataa takes credit for encouraging breakdancers to keep at it because he saw its potential. It also said that the old style of breaking remained until 1977. And around 79 and 80 is when the Rocksteady crew came into play and pretty much changed breakdancing. This book is kind of cool because there's some like little historical facts, but it's kind of cringeworthy because it wasn't really written in the voice of what people talk like and acted like at the time. But I get it, it's a book and you can't like, make everything so street. I was looking for any kind of citation towards hip hop here, and they did credit breakdance music as hip hop. It says it includes rappers, DJs, mixers. It's funny how they have DJs and mixers in two different categories. And groups who use beatboxes and synthesizers to get a heavy, funky, rhythmic beat. That part, super cringe. They go on to talk about some hip hop musicians from the time. Now, mind you, this is 1984. So some of these people you may know, some of these people you may not. They talk about Africa Bambaataa, Jazzy J, Red Alert, Cool Hero, Flash, Cold Crush Brothers, Us Girls, Force MCs, Funky 4, DST, BB Starsky, which I'm wondering if that was Lovebug Starsky, Melly Mel, Shango, Soul Sonic Force, Time Zone, Globe and the Whiz Kids, Fearless 4, Freeze, Malcolm McLaurin, Davey DMX, IRT, Double Trouble, Hydraulic Funk, Chief Rocker Busy Bee, Massimo, Barsotti, Spoonie G, Loose Joints, and Sammy Barbo, or Barbit, whatever. It goes on to have really corny things like, if you breakdance, you need a breakdancing name. I mean, I guess when I was a kid, like I had a graffiti name, and I didn't have a b-boy name, but I definitely had a graffiti name. This part is super corny. I don't care what you say. How to talk like a breakdancer. If you don't want to completely embarrass yourself, then don't tell your friends you just heard a really outstanding song. Don't say that girl is really dumb. And if you're having a great time going nuts with all your friends, don't say you're all going nuts, because that's whack. And if someone tells you they have a friend who's a really bad dancer, don't think he's not a good dancer. And breakdancers don't hang around. I don't even know what the fuck that means. Tell your friends you heard a new song and it's really fresh, and you met this girl who's whack, and then you and your friends were bugging out. And if someone does a bad king tut, then their tut is fresh. And if you're maxing, you're relaxing. So if you don't want to be whack and have a heart attack, pay attention to the following words and you'll be awesome. I fucking can't. That is fucking ridiculous. That is horrible. That is so fucking horrible. And they should also mention in this book that if you don't want to be whack, you don't learn how to be hip hop in a book. And then it goes on to give the definitions of slang words. Rock, when you're getting down dance-wise, you're rocking. Take out if you want to battle. Whack, the opposite of fresh. Bad, not bad. Everything bad is whack. I don't fucking know. Fresh, juice, maxing, power, bad, bite, bugging out, chill, chilling. I mean, I could sit here and go on for days. It also goes over how to dress like a breakdancer. I actually bought this because I was hoping that there were more pictures in it, and there's like there's some illustrations in here which I'll show in the B-roll. But I could tell you what, there is no way you are learning how to breakdance from reading this book. Like, fucking no way. Like, if you sent this book to some third world country and they learn how to breakdance from reading this book, I'd be amazed, because this is not it. And then it goes on to show you lessons and all types of stuff. You know, I'm not mad at this. I paid like $10 for this book on eBay. It was completely worth it just for the laughs that I got. And as corny as this does kind of chronicle a little bit of history and has some authenticity because of Mr. Fresh and the Supreme Rockers, which, I mean, I can't really tell you I've ever heard of them prior to this book. I could tell you that I definitely knew about Rocksteady Crew and New York City Breakers and a lot of the stuff in here, but it's a fun little piece. It originally retailed for $2.95 and I paid $10 for it on eBay. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram. If I missed anything, if you have anything to add to the conversation, or simply want to be like, yo, what the fuck is this? Leave it in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Peace.